Chapter 4, Baby Steps. Okay, introduction. I rated this chapter. I was unsatisfied with it. Too rushed for me. I hope you enjoy. If not, I actually enjoy writing this, but I like the motivation the comments bring. Let me know how I'm doing. Also, I made a bit of fan art of Clem and Lee. I'll be updating soon in the next chapter. Next, Luke. What? I need to get fucking need to resort myself for a bit. Drink cold water. Okay. Let's continue. Whatever your parents like, Clem. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's Clementine saying this to him because the way he says it. Because it doesn't make sense to Luke. So I'm going to assume this is Luke's parents. You know what's sad? I don't remember my mom's face anymore. But I still remember the smell of her cooking. She used to cook all the time. That was her thing. She made a damn good pie. Ha! What a gift from one of them. Now, Luke flared his nostrils with a short laugh, and he smirked to change the tone of such a dark night. And well, my dad, he wasn't worth talking about. I never really knew, to be honest with you. Luke held his tongue a moment to touch his hand with his forehead. In silence, the sound of wood crackling from the fireplace. Clem's small voice forced his eyes to open and look over from his hands. Their bodies warmed from the fire while Luke lay along the couch. Clem sat near, her legs wrapped in a blanket. Okay, here it comes. My parents, they wouldn't want me now. All that I've done too much now to go back and be the same little girl. She lowered her head as her hands dropped to her lap. Warm tears kissing her cheek swiftly. Luke's hand began to rub her back while she sobbed quietly. The way he held her was unlike any touch she ever felt. It gave her a warm sensation that never stung, that made her think twice through her tears about what made her cry to begin with. Why would you go and say something like that? Of course they loved you. I don't see how anyone couldn't love you. He stifled out the words for a second, waiting for a sudden reaction. When he didn't get one, immediately he rubbed the back of his neck before making eye contact again with Clem. She sat on his lap. The way she looked at him while her eyes halfly open from the cry made him bite his lip and focus on what he was really trying to say. I'm saying this, Clem. We're going to have to get used to this way of living for a while. I mean, you know, that's better than most people I've been around. You mean a lot to us, Clem. I don't want you anywhere else. That's not selfish of me, is it? Luke knew in the way she acted towards him that she'd grown to have a crush on him. Every time Luke praised her, she looked so pleased to even be around him. The way she watched his mouth when he would talk, how excited she'd get just to come with to find him to scavenge. That's what he knew. With the way her eyes lit up. I can't fucking read this shit. Fuck. No, it's not selfish. Even with everything that's happened, I wouldn't miss you all too much. I know I have to be strong for all of us. No matter what happens, Clementine's lips pursed before she can. Actually, that was Clementine, so I read it in Luke's voice. Whatever. Pierced. What's that word? P-U-R-S-E-D. I don't want to say that. Before she continued. Remember that one day with Jane? Ugh. This is why fucking Jane. Hate her. On the observation deck, you said you wanted to feel human for just a little while. Give everything to feel human normal again. I want to see something. And just laugh. It seems like only on nights like this I can do that because everything else is just too much to take in that moment. Clem's eyes gleamed faintly at this point, and when she looked back at Luke, his eyes met hers with a new view. It wasn't like before. His eyes had changed. Maybe it was because he was tired, she thought, but she'd seen men look like that before with men. She knew it all too well, but continued to play in denial. She shortly grew serious as she looked to her left to see him watching her. Watch him made her feel funny. She did up his posture to lie on her back opposite of him, on a couch casually, her legs slightly apart with her knees slid up to her stomach. Luke saw her in her pajamas. Plenty, but he never ever been as focused on it as he were now. When did it come to her pajamas? Now, did any character ever wear pajamas in this game? Because they always wear the same exact clothes. Because they don't have it much clothes, that's the thing. Focus. Okay, let's see where it was. But he hadn't been focused on that when made. Clem watched the ceiling. The interior needed improvement. The looks fit. Water dripping to her eyes from sudden rain that never them heard. Her petite frame revealing itself in her purple panties and blue t-shirt just didn't cover enough while she rubbed at the irritated eye. I know how you feel, Clem, but it just ain't right. He gulped and tried to not stare at her on her back. What? Her back showing? Carelessly exposing more of her stomach and slim figure. Everything seemed to be moving slower now to Luke, considering the small movements from her were like adding to his arsenal. Arousal. It wasn't something he was forcibly doing. It was just hard not to stare. The way Luke felt wasn't sexual. Well, it wasn't sexual. That's why they used the word arousal. It was admiration, respect, mutual, mature feelings. Yeah, right. But he knew she wasn't even aware of hers, which made everything he thought of sink him down further into a sea of wrong. What isn't right? What isn't right? You don't want to kiss me, do you? Is it because I'm not pretty enough, huh? What? Her stare forcibly made him answer with a short stutter while she pulled down her shirt to cover her body in embarrassment now that she saw the trail where his eyes lead. What? You can't ask me that and expect me to answer, Clem. His fingers pulled out and ripped part of his pajama pants. His teeth bit his lower lip to prevent his words from passing through to meet his fragile expression. Clem, he sighed. It's not that, Clem. You're beautiful. The boys would be all over you if they had a chance. I guess that's an upside of being stuck in this, he snorted while slipping off his shirt. The heat only to see her shortly with her furrowed, brows. That was a combination of confusion and sadness. He hated seeing her make that face. It was he feared most of Clem, upsetting or hurting her. Without too much thought of it, Luke gave her a look of amenity and crawled over her very delicately tasting his own waters. To this, he folded his hands over her face before unthinkingly pressing his lips against hers. Feeling her shake against his body, his hands smoothly rubbed her abdomen to calm her down and assure her it was just a kiss. He knew she'd never kissed anyone before. If she wanted to kiss anybody, he felt like it should happen with someone who would respect her at least. Her lips were softer, warmer, and unlike any other girls he'd kissed. It was almost like he could feel the experience behind them. When he kissed the other girls, kissing Clementine felt unworldly. It felt wrong, shameful, but his mind wouldn't allow him to think clearly. He'd admired her ever since he met her. The bond they shared wasn't exactly natural, not in his head at least, but he cared for Clem deeply. This was the first time in his life he ever loved someone he couldn't. That's the answer, he couldn't. Fuck me. Last chapter. This ain't right. It's introductory. So given I haven't gotten to go over all the chapters I have saved up for you guys, I thought I'd do so tonight. I thought I'd be getting more feedback for this, so it hasn't exactly given me too much motivation to continue, although I still want to, even if I don't post them. But hopefully people will enjoy. I'll be posting a new chapter soon, and I'll see where it goes with encouragement and enjoy. There's not going to be another chapter since they're all been released in 2014, so that's going to happen. Luke attempted to put distance between her and himself, but felt a wave of strength press him back. His blushing face and sudden startled breathing while she shifted on his lap to feel external heat from his groin, warming her up to return the kiss he'd given to her. She brought his hands to her small... God, I gotta read this. Okay. I'm gonna read this first sentence. Go over it. Okay, 5, 4, 3. This will be fast. 3, 2, 1. She brought his hands to her small breast, oh god, afraid almost of what he'd do, but he didn't put too much through into it. Given how the kiss sent electricity through her body, she felt like she was going to melt against his chest, but she couldn't stop. Clem wanted him with her. She'd hate to disappoint him because of given history, and being with her would only be a joke to him, she thought. Clem, what are you doing? Luke was shocked by his sudden lack of control, and damn was she strong for her stature and age. Oh god. This is fucking weird. Please don't be mad at me, Luke. I want you to kiss me again. Clem whined against his ear, then felt his body shaking between her thighs when his eyes held onto hers a moment. His clasped hand squeezing onto her arms tightly as to keep her apart from him, because if she were to get in closer, he wouldn't be able to stop himself. He needed to Clem, but he never allowed himself to do anything to hurt her. She was just a little girl, and all he wanted to do was force himself away. His hands put against her chest as to almost shove her, but she wouldn't quit. It was almost like she knew he wanted her, and forced herself back on him. More strongly this time, while pinning his hand by his side under her girth. I can't, Clem. This is so fucked up. I'm sorry, but I won't hurt you like that. You don't really know what you're looking at. You're just feeling lonely, Clem. That's all this is. You don't want me. I don't want to hurt you. You just need some rest. You're not thinking clearly, Clue? Look, I know what I want, okay? Stop treating me like I'm some child you're trying to protect. When you know I can protect myself, I can take it. I'm not just some kid. You can kiss me and be done with it, Clem exclaimed. The huff her face met his. The expression seemed to change into a more serious one she hadn't seen ever in the time she'd known him. He let out a sigh in frustration, and pushed her harder back before unknowingly insisting her back on him by pulling and squeezing his hand on her hips. Tilly, with a breathing moan while his hands rubbed against her back, across her slightly torn t-shirt. Clem, this ain't right. Why you doing this to me? You're a little girl and I'm a grown man. Exactly. You have to stop. I don't trust myself with you. Not like this. He groaned through his teeth, almost shamefully, and scrunched his eyes shut in disgust. He wanted to hurt himself for even touching her, holding her, but he couldn't even muster himself to force her with all his strength to leave. How could he tell her that he loved her, but be the good guy in all of this, and not be the man he never wanted to be? That was the end. I guess there's supposed to be more, but I guess there isn't. Oh god. So, guys, what have you learned today? Well, this is the weirdest, creepiest couple ever. It's probably the biggest Walking Dead Telltale, because fuck the show. Telltale Walking Dead ships, next to Carly and Lil Lee. Those are the ship names, by the way. Great names. Yeah. Well, apparently Lee's a ladies' man, apparently. He's shipped with everybody, including Clementine, which is the creepiest one. This guy's 4. They're writing pretty bad. It's kind of creepy. It doesn't match up with any continuity in the game, because they keep adding stuff that doesn't even happen in the game. So I'm just confused. Overall, this is just fucking creepy. Fucking don't. Why would you even do this shit? This is fucking creepy. Exactly. It's like Rule 34 right there. So that's the end of the video. Hope you liked it. I might do more of these, because I'm in the the Walking Dead kick. Not the shitty show, but the game. I'm trying to read the comics. I'll probably do more Walking Dead videos. Maybe more shitty fan fiction if I could find any more. But I just gotta share this one because it's pretty terrible. That's it. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe for more. And sorry for not making a video in a while. And that's it. Goodbye.